Okay, here we go. The first subject is commercials that never made it to air.
Trouble with your nerves? Don't move to Salisbury.
Special offer, must end soon. Anton Deck, buy 2, get 1.
Southern Rail, on time, every time.
Oh no, my husband died in the night. He was wearing his favourite kilt and he had this lovely fudge and he passed away and now I've got no husband. Real Scottish widow.
Toast, because you're not allowed to pour melted butter directly into your mouth.
Toblerone, for those friends you remember right at the last second.
Ryman are changing their name in the northeast. They're going to be called Ryman.
Can't decide between LSD and magic mushrooms? Well, read all our reviews of hallucinogenics on TripAdvisor.
Want a blush that lasts all day? Watch 50 Shades of Grey with your nan.
Black and considering dignitas? Why not save your money and come to America? Approach a police officer for more information.
Ever wanted to eat a novelty-sized pencil eraser? Try halloumi.
And now the homemade pizza that's so easy anyone can do it. Pizza piss.
I'm Gaz, this is Lecky, and we're the new hosts of Saturday Night Takeaway.
We're not just making people redundant, we're making M&S people redundant.
Ladies, feel more confident with Tenor Lady. You're in safe hands.
Cars, because sometimes horses are just 2 men in a costume.
Heavy periods, wombs, other women's things. Right, now the men aren't listening. The revolution starts at dawn.
Hi, I'm Kevin Bacon. Please kill me.
Next week at Asda, we're arresting ourselves for sexual assault.
Okay, next topic is things you wouldn't hear in a medical exam.
So we have successfully removed all of the excessive, unsightly, fatty matter, but I'm afraid all that's left is the wig, Mrs. Trump.
Right, I'm just going to remove my finger from your bottom. Thank you, nurse. Now, would you show the patient it?
And how many units would you say you drink a week? Oh, 4. Tell you what, I'll just write absolute lightweight.
Mr. Rees-Mogg, you must be in for your bellendoscopy.
Now, you may feel a slight itching sensation because I forgot to put my gloves on and I'm absolutely riddled.
Yeah, when you're picking up your prescription, do me a favour, deliver this message. Pharmacists stink, doctors rule.
Well, I've done your rectal exam and your tonsil exam, and I have very bad news. I didn't wash my hands in between.
You're constipated. Well, that's because you've only got 3 weeks to live. Only joking, but you're not constipated anymore, are you?
It was a 6-month waiting list because of all the immigrants. Now that they've gone back home, it's an 18-month waiting list. Turns out they were all the staff.
OK, so the deal is, I don't tell your husband it's not his baby, and you don't tell anyone that when you came in here, I was using my stethoscope to listen to my own butt.
I'm afraid you have two rather nasty-looking moles on your back, but more worrying than that is the aggressive-looking ferret in your arse.
Doctor, I feel like a pair of curtains. Pull yourself together. What? I clearly got a mental disorder that's so inconsiderate. A classic's a classic. Brilliant for it's the stupidest one so far.
I would shake your hand, Doctor, but I just don't want to drop my stool sample.
Well, we've x-rayed you, madam, and I don't quite know how to say this. You've swallowed a whole baby.
Oh, that's nice. It says here you've got a trophy. Oh, atrophy.
Well, you need 2 prosthetic limbs. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Well, I got a pen, and I joined together all the moles on your back, and it made a picture of me, and I think we're soulmates. Hold me forever. I love you so much.
Yes. Yes, that is an enormous penis. And much bigger than yours.
Okay, here we go. The first subject is unlikely things to hear at the World Cup.
And here comes the Irish team.
Oh, sorry. That is... Wow. You're getting buzzed to fuck for the rest of it. Okay. Sorry, Hugh. You'd like to go in
all
there?
right.
Yeah,
It's okay.
absolutely.
That's
Hugh.
fine.
Here with the first answer is Hugh.
And here come the Irish team.
Hello, I'm really sorry we didn't get in this year.
And up in the stand, the Uruguayan women with their chant, Uruguay, and I'm a gwirl.
And Portugal have beaten Spain, and Saudi Arabia have beaten a woman for wearing shorts.
Jamie Vardy managed 4 shots in the first half, 3 sambucas and a Skittles vodka.
And that is a great shot from the Russian, but unfortunately the journalist has survived.
So it's Panama's first time at the tournament, but they have been doing FIFA's accounts.
And Sterling has taken a dive. That's it for financial news. Back to the football.
Well, it's official. England are out. And we can go back to identifying people with flags in their windows as racist.
Well, let's have a look at the Swedish bench. $12.99 from IKEA.
Oh, and that is a huge tackle. That has got to make it more difficult to rollerblade.
Brilliant goalkeeper, David De Gea. Midfield maestro, Mesut Ozil. Fast forward...
And he's nipped round the back and banged in an absolute screamer. This really is the best leaked sex tape in the history of football.
Well, we didn't think it was possible, but somehow Gareth Southgate has managed it. England eliminated before the group stage.
Well, at 2-1 down, Iran had to do something, so they brought on their secret weapon, a 14-megaton intercontinental ballistic missile.
If you've just tuned in to England versus Germany, what are you doing, mate? Love Island is on.
Well, it looks like semis for Croatia. I wish they had worn bigger shorts.
That's a shocking miss from Jesus. They are going to absolutely crucify him for that.
Next topic is things you wouldn't hear in a charity appeal.
British Red Cross. Just 3 adjectives to describe the average UKIP voter.
Stuck in a chair, barely able to move. Please help us get Dara walking again.
Peter Andre will be with us later. He's got a new single, and if our donations don't double, we'll let him perform it.
For just 50p, Dara O'Briain will toss you off in comic hand relief.
50p?
50p is no way I'm paying that.
God, give me a quid at least. I'm classy. Kiss him and everything.
Shoplifters Anonymous, helping people to help themselves.
If you're starting a family, why not consider adoption? But hurry up, otherwise it'll only be the ugly ones left.
With your money, I'm going to start a human organ delivery service called Liveroo.
Every day, these people walk up to 15 steps to get water. With your money, we can employ waiters at Nando's.
At the National Trust, for just £70 a year, you can have unlimited access to national treasures, like the gardens of Stour Head or the sumptuous interior of Judi Dench.
The thing with a disease like HIV is that many people are just ignorant. Most people don't even realise that HIV is just Roman for high five.
Robin needs clean, cold water and something nutritious to eat, because last night he got shit-faced.
These people are disease-ridden. They haven't had a shower for weeks. Donate now. Save a life in Magaluf.
This is the People's Dispensary for sick animals. This tiger has 3 dicks. How sick is that?
Give a man a duck and he'll feed himself for a week. Teach a man to duck and he'll avoid low-flying objects.
With your money last year, we took this homeless man and completely transformed him into a homeless woman.
And now on Comic Relief, it's time for some harrowing footage, as the cast of Birds of a Feather sing the hits from Greece.
Between you and me, those rescue cats can't even swim, let alone rescue anyone.
The Royal Society for the Protection of Birds, the only charity looking after the needs of Cockney women.
For just the price of a cup of coffee, we can get little Nagubu a cup of coffee.
Pale, sad and hungry. We're raising money for the Irish football team.
Okay, boys go to Milton Jones. Unlikely movie trailers.
Stay at Chigwell Holiday Inn. Essex Plumbers for all your plumbing needs. Visit our beautiful forest. 3 billboards outside Epping.
Autocorrect the movie. Out knob in a cinnamon near Yule.
Coming soon, a man in a loincloth who lives on top of a Christmas cake. Tarzapan.
Coming soon to an illegal streaming site near you, Jurassic.Park HD Cam Japanese subtitles.mp4.
Coming soon, the harrowing tale of women standing up to harassment through illegal street racing in Me Too Fast, Me Too Furious.
Train spotting 2. We spotted 2 trains.
This summer, Captain America, Hulk, and Iron Man sing Kumbaya, while Thor shows you his new hammer in Avengers Assembly.
This cinematic remake of Swan Lake is so powerful that it broke a man's arm.
Coming this summer, the sequel to La La Land. Poland.
Jesse Eisenberg is Mark Zuckerberg in The Social Network too. This time it's personal data.
She was a Hollywood actress in a sordid version of Snog, Marry, Avoid. Winona Ryder, win, own, or ride her.
A Welsh thriller. The Dragon with the Girl Tattoo.
Coming soon, a man who's been announcing it for the past 3 minutes. Just do it already.
Coming this holiday season, the bug-eyed guy with the clarinet in the cantina in the first film. A Star Wars story.
Tonight, see 6 people working their arses off, while 1 man just sits in a chair.
The following movie contains scenes of a cup of tea. It's rated PG.
I thought you said you couldn't drive. I never said I couldn't drive. I just said up until very recently, I wasn't allowed. Fast and Furious 9, Saudi Arabia drift.
Okay, next topic is things you wouldn't hear on a cookery show.
You can, of course, make your own pasta if you've got too much time on your hands, you pretentious prick.
Well, while we're waiting for the rice to cook, that'll take another 5 or 6 minutes, I'm going for a poo.
So I used to be one of those chefs that shouts and swears a lot, but then I discovered oven gloves.
Today, I'm using a Smeg fridge, which is just like a normal fridge that I don't clean regularly enough.
If you're having trouble whipping them up into stiff peaks, have you tried gently cupping their balls?
Oh, and welcome to Cooking After You've Come Home Pissed. Tonight we're doing a cup of soup that's slightly gone past its best before date. It tastes a bit better if you put some HP sauce in it.
Now, try not to drizzle too much oil on the lamb or it will wriggle free and escape.
I don't know about you, but I really love upside-down pineapple cake, or as Australians call it, pineapple cake. Or as Australian pineapples call it, the cake of death.
Well, I enjoyed this meal so much when I had it in a Parisian restaurant that I asked the chef what it was called. So this is my own version of fuck off English.
These ginger nuts are soft and chewy, and I can't stop going back for more. And the rest of the honeymoon is pretty good too. Love, Megan.
Mary Berry is quite critical of this soggy bottom, but to be fair, in this kind of heat, it's kind of unavoidable.
Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Pests! So this one, you just stick it in the oven, turn up to 190, have a nap. When the smoke alarm goes off, it's done!
Well, you may be wondering, what is the perfect accompaniment to a Scotch egg? Simple. Scotch sperm.
Now, my wife absolutely loves street food, but that's probably because I married a pigeon.
Now, normally for this recipe, I like to use pork lardons, but my producer doesn't listen, so I spent the entire morning making some pigs very happy.
So today, I'm going to be making banana wine, and I'm going to be pressing the skins with my bare feet.
This week, we're going to be tackling that very difficult dish, which is the potato waffle that fell out of the packet months ago and has been stuck in the ice. First thing we need is a very sharp knife.
Hello, I'm Nigella Lawson, and welcome to the non-innuendo cookery hour, where we'll be teaching you how to cook, dick, wank.
Okay, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear on a property show.
So, it's a 2 up, 2 down. It's unusual, but those are the testicles I was born with.
Welcome to the show. We'll be looking at houses that have been designed by someone's nan. Yes, it's grand designs.
Of course, finding something in London on your budget was very, very difficult. So this property does come with a bit of a commute. Welcome to Stoke.
All property is theft. Good night. Bit mean, but we've put together a montage of first-time buyers being told about stamp duty for the first time.
I begged Gary for an extension. He went and got a conservatory. I actually meant a penis enlargement.
This week, Bert has bought a yurt. And that sentence alone makes this the most fun show we've ever done.
Hi, I'm Kirsty Allsop, and this week I'll be patronising more millennials. You can't have dreams and a second bedroom. Wake up.
Well, this used to be a railway station, but there haven't been any trains here for nearly 40 years. It's Haywards Heath on Southern Railway.
And Simon has converted this railway carriage into his very own office, just by yelling into his mobile phone like an arsehole.
This house was built on an ancient burial ground, which is why the episode's been hosted by me, the ghost of a hunchback Victorian boy trying to explain fixed-rate mortgages.
Now, this next property is about £50,000 over Philip and Susan's budget. Luckily, though, Philip's grandmother has just died.
Loads of notorious people live on these here branches. Piers Morgan, Katie Hopkins, Donald Trump. So, what? Escape to the country? No, this is escape to the...
So, if you want to brighten up your kitchen, turn the light on.
Susan turned her 2-bedroom house into a 10-bedroom house by putting a bed in every room.
I'm Danny Dyer. Welcome to Let's Do This Gaff Up.
Well, there you go. Immediately, you can see how much roomier it looks without the old lady and the oxygen cylinders.
OK, the next topic is unlikely dating profiles.
Do you want a man who's comfortable to say the word love? Call me. I'm a Wimbledon umpire.
Hey, do you like it when two bodies come together and fall into great ecstasy? Me too. Let's find some and watch them from the bushes.
Once you go Asian, you'll never go Caucasian.
True story?
I like long walks on the beach, a pebble beach, barefoot. I love pain. I love pain!
Vegan woman in her 30s seeks vegan man for fun, companionship, and joyless dinners out.
And would it impress you to know that I typed out this entire profile using my dick?
Lady, aged 50, never married, loves books, gardening, knitting and long walks. Seeks a gentleman who's very kind and likes similar things. Must be hung like a hoover.
Sensible man with Bingley Building Society gold account at 1.85%. Seeks woman with similar interest.
Hello, I'm looking for a bloke called Dave. He's been hanging out in Nice, apparently got his trotters up.
Man in his 40s, owner of Foldy-Uppy Bike, looking for any woman who's interested in me demonstrating my Foldy-Uppy Bike. Look, it folds up.
Ambitious man with no sense of work-life balance seeks woman... I haven't got time for this.
You could say I'm a bit old-fashioned in that I'm a phenomenal bigot.
Man with huge belly seeks concave woman.
Female, early 60s, high achiever, snappy dressing leader of the Conservative Party, very horny, has the potential to fuck the whole country.
OK, again, that performance OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely things to write to TV channels.
Dear Channel 4, do you still work with that woman that inspects poo? If so, please forward this package to her.
Dear Dave +1, would the pair of you like to come to my wedding?
Dear ITV2, I've just watched an episode of Love Island, and now I think my television has chlamydia.
Dear the News, I don't know how many times I will write this to you, but next time you do the weather, please will you say, spoiler alert.
Dear the BBC, can you please get some right-wing comedians on Mock the Week? Because currently, they're all in cabinet and they're making a real fucking mess.
Dear Good Morning Britain, just wanted to say what a brilliant job Piers Morgan's doing.
Dear Alibi TV, will you please tell the police I was watching you last week?
Dear ITV3, why don't you just bite the bullet and call yourself ITV Poirot?
Dear BBC, it's all sex and violence these days, so I've got very little time for watching the television.
Dear Channel 5, I recently very much enjoyed your programme called My Penis is So Big It Is Killing Me. Please could you pass on his phone number before I'm too late?
Dear Channel 5, are you still there?
Dear History Channel, well done on constantly showing Storage Wars. We were all fed up learning about Cleopatra and Hitler. We wanted to watch bellends rifle through a lockup full of second-hand shite.
Dear History Channel, my wife's getting suspicious. How do I delete you?
Dear BBC, I saw a man flossing on one of your panel shows and now I want to kill myself.
Okay, the next topic is unlikely things to hear on a travel documentary.
Hello, I'm not Romesh Ranganathan. Please stop coming up to me in the street. Thank you.
Madagascar was wonderful and very surprising. The animals were real and none of them talked.
It's amazing what you can pick up in this market in Vietnam. For instance, I've got herpes.
After a long journey, I'm here in Chad. Great to experience an authentic American frat party.
Welcome to the brand new travel show about younger guys who want to date older women. A place in the sun while banging your mum.
New York, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps. How I wish I was there instead of this shithole.
This is a very volatile geezer. So do remember that before you interview Danny Dyer about Brexit.
It has been a very harrowing 2 weeks. But finally, the Thames link has got me to Gatwick Airport.
I'm here in India, where we'll be inspecting some of the country's famous curry trees.
Your wife's left, the kids have gone, all your mates have sided with her and she's even taken the dog. Welcome to Lonely Planet.
I'm here on safari in Africa, and next to me is a lynx, and, yep, smells exactly like a 15-year-old virgin.
Paris is known as the city of love, and it's easy to see why. It is wall-to-wall Fanny.
The Amazon Basin. Delivered last Friday, already leaking. 2 stars.
This really is a once-in-a-lifetime trip. I'm here at Dignitas.
Siberia, one of the harshest terrains on Earth, and surprisingly easy to get to. Just call Vladimir Putin a tosser.
And the locals let me swim with dolphins, which I later found out was their way of telling me I'm terminally ill.
The coffee shops of Amsterdam. What was that?
I'll read out this week's topics and then we'll see what our panelists can come up with. Okay, here we go. First subject is things you wouldn't hear on the radio.
This is the Radio Novichok. Don't touch that dial.
Give yourself a spray of Lynx Africa, open up a can of Relentless, sit back in your cargo shorts and relax. This is Virgin Radio.
And with the time now at 3 a.m., it's probably time to just stare into space and think about where it all went wrong and maybe have a bit of a cry.
Yes. Coming up, we have got some of the sickest tracks from some of the illest artists around. This is Karaoke on Hospital Radio.
Well, today on The Archers, Daisy gets a bolt from the blue when she unexpectedly wanders into an abattoir.
Viking, Dogger, 40s, white. Oh, sorry, that's not the shipping forecast. That's my Tinder date's bio.
At number 2, that was Ed Sheeran with Galway Girl. And now at number 1 for the 50th week in a row, Ed Sheeran with Galway Girl.
And now the long-range forecast. It's going to be quite windy.
We welcome you to Radio 3. That's right, just you.
And now it's time for Thought for the Day. Nope, it's gone.
Well, this is Gardener's Question Time, and a big welcome, especially to our younger viewers, like 92-year-old Enid from Surrey.
And next on Radio 4, it's Woman's Hour. And after that, 23 Men's Hours.
Must have coffee. That was First Thought of the Day.
On Jazz FM, it's a new entry at number 1. It's Skibbity-bap-bap, bibbity-bap-beam. Sorry, I was having a stroke. It's Ed Sheeran, Galway Girl.
Boris Johnson is joining us on the couch this morning. He's not a guest, it's just that's where he slept last night.
The shipping forecast. There will be shipping.
And we interrupt this broadcast to bring you the tragic news that Aretha Franklin has sadly passed away. And what better way to show our respect for Miss Franklin than with Galway Girl by Ed Sheeran.
OK, the next topic is lines you wouldn't read in a romantic novel.
She was bewitching. She danced as though possessed by the elements, a creature created by the rhythms of nature itself. More, Mrs. May, more!
Toby, I'm not feeling well, said Amber. Embarrassed, she turned red, then green.
As he climaxed inside her, John knew he would never be allowed to visit the Statue of Liberty again.
She looked on expectantly as he undid his zip and slowly removed his anorak.
She looked into his deep eyes and said, "You're the most attractive man I've ever seen." Oh, no, wait, hold on, I'm just ovulating.
How to Please a Lady, Chapter 1. Wet her spoons. Sorry, Weatherspoons.
After 5 unrelenting hours, James really began to regret making his safe word harder.
She gazed around her. There were shelves containing whips, blindfolds, chains, and she thought, little really do sell everything.
The role play had gone wrong again. My bad, he said. I thought you said Mr. Arsey.
As he looked at her lower back tattoo of 2 little birds, one word came to mind. Swallows.
Instead of the passionate kiss he was expecting, she just gave him a peck on the cheek. Ah, he thought, this chicken is playing hard to get.
Reader, I shagged him.
His tender words still echoed around the dappled glade as he climbed aboard and
Do you come here often? Yes, I come here every week to get tested.
I know I'm supposed to get over you, he said, but it's too difficult. I'm constantly reminded of you every time I look at the nutritional info on a packet of food and I see fat trace.
OK, again, and the point of the Tom, Dara O'Briain. I'll read out this week's topics, and then we'll see what our panellists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is lines you wouldn't hear in a superhero movie.
I am Thor, and next year I will be 5.
I've got you now, Catwoman. Your days of sitting on laptops and licking your own hole are over.
Why am I green? Well, I'm made of kale. I am the inedible Hulk.
Ah, Superman. We meet at I can literally see your pants.
Don't you call me a wanker, you're a wanker yourself. That's right. I'm White Van Man.
I'm Batman. Nice to... I'm Batman. Nice to meet you.
Yes, Peter, I know you're Spider-Man, but that definitely isn't web all over your laptop screen.
Right, I'm Captain Marvel and you're Captain America. One of us is going to have to tell Captain Birdseye he's not in this gang. His whole place stinks of fish.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? This pilot's exam is harder than I was expecting.
I have collected all the Infinity Stones, and I believe that means I'm entitled to a free coffee.
It's the Fantastic Four. Oh, no, it was stopped on the boundary, just a single.
A full-body titanium suit with armor plating? No, thank you. I'll stick to this small metal bikini.
Hi, Spider-Man, yeah. No, I've got an STI. So when you say you were swinging around New York, what exactly did you mean?
Commissioner, you sent for me. Yes, Human Torch. I need to find something in the shed.
I prescribe 50 milligrams of cheese and 60 cc's of cat hair. Benedict Cumberbatch is Doctor Strange.
They call me Catwoman because I've got fur all over me. I stink of whiskers and cat piss.
Batman, come quickly. A Thai football team is stuck in the Batcave.
Why so serious? Oh, right, because I'm a scary clown with weird makeup and I'm holding a knife. Fair enough.
I, Thor, a putty tat.
The next topic is unlikely agony aunt letters.
Dear Deirdre, I heard that there is a way to get red wine out of carpets. Please tell me, because I really want some red wine.
My boyfriend says I'm obsessed with quizzes. Shall I A, leave him, B, seek help, C, carry on with my obsession?
Dear Deirdre, I have an irrational fear of agony ants. Please don't respond.
Dear Deirdre, I don't get on with my partner's children. They're my children as well, but I don't admit that because they're absolute dicks.
I'm a man in his 50s struggling with his work-life balance. Should I... Sorry, gotta go.
Help! I'm in love with my wife's mother's daughter. Oh, no, wait, that's my wife. It's okay, fine.
All that emotional stuff, is that agony? Once caught my bollocks in a lift door.
Dear Deirdre, I can't help putting my bike in other ladies' racks. Lovely Boris.
Dear Deirdre, last week I had a car accident and now my girlfriend isn't speaking to me and she cries all the time and I feel really cold. Oh, shit, I'm a ghost!
Dear Deirdre, I'm embarrassed by the amount of noise my wife makes during lovemaking. To be fair, she doesn't know I'm still in the house.
My girlfriend says I give up on things too easily. Oh, well.
Since my children left to go to university, my life feels so meaningful and rich. How do I tell them I don't want them to come home for Christmas?
Dear Deirdre, my wife says I'm a fantasist and a compulsive liar. Well, she's one to talk. She doesn't even exist.
I'm a man trapped inside the body of a woman. It happened last night. Neither of us dare call an ambulance.
Dear Deirdre, I am very into steeples.
Dear Deirdre, my girlfriend reckons I should try and set a world record for masturbation. Do you think I can pull it off?
Dear Deirdre, in the daytime I come across as a really smart, cheerful guy who everyone loves, but in secret I am definitely a psychopath. Yours, Nish Kumar.
Dear Deirdre, my wife says that I'm a serial philanderer and a sex addict. So I guess my question is, what are you doing tonight?
I just got my first period. Should I be worried? Dave, 32.
At the end of that round, the point's going to end. Carrie and Nish! OK, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear at a party conference.
Muscle top!
Why are we having this conference in Blackpool? 2 words: cheap cocaine.
Jeremy Hunt is having a heart attack. Is there a doctor in the house? Why are you laughing?
So, we'll be having one speech from a Remainer, a speech from a Brexiteer, another speech from a Remainer, another speech from a Brexiteer, and then Boris Johnson will drop his trousers. So that's in, out, shake it all about.
What this conference has taught me is this party needs more women, because the hotel bar last night was an absolute sausage fest.
Welcome, delegates, to this year's Liberal Democrat Conference. Conference.
So to those who say we have alienated too many groups in society to get elected, let me say this. Fuck off.
I know some of you have been challenging my leadership, and to you I say, bring it on, ya ball bags.
Some have said that the Labour Party has lost contact with its working class roots. But I say to these people the same thing I said to my driver this morning. Do not address me directly.
So, now we've sorted out Brexit.
They told us Brexit was undeliverable. They told us Brexit was unworkable. But where are they now? They are outside with banners saying, I told you so.
it's the Green Party conference, and now it's time to break for lunch. Who ordered the veal?
I'm afraid Rhys Mogg can't be with us today. Someone hung garlic at the threshold and he can't pass through.
So everything is still on the table. Why has no one cleared the table?
It's incredible to think that some people think of us as a cult. Anyway, could you all just line up while Jeremy Corbyn chooses his wives?
Of course the Tories are like regular people. You should have seen us in the bar last night. Giles' wet nurse downed a whole bottle of port.
We have had soft Brexit. We have had hard Brexit, but now we have a more digestible alternative. Ready Brexit.
The next topic is unlikely lines from a TV detective show.
Interesting. I think it might be Fox.
Sierra, Alpha, Disco, Poker, Nipple... Actually, I've got no idea what I'm talking about.
After 7 very tedious seasons, finally things pick up on CSI Salisbury.
I want photographs of the body. I'll take an 8x10 canvas, a keyring and a mouse mat.
There are 16 different semen samples in this bed, Sarge. I should have read the TripAdvisor report on this hotel.
And as you can see from the chalk outline, the victim had a tiny head and was sitting on a giant circle. Sorry, I think that's a disabled parking space.
So your crime number is 1000000. Oh my God, you're our millionth customer! I'm really sorry what happened to your husband.
Welcome to the new detective show from the Northeast. CSYI Newcastle.
2 inches to the left, and that bullet would have gone right through your eyeball. But as it is, it went through the other eyeball.
Oh, God, I have to go to the morgue. He's always eating a sandwich. We get it, you're desensitised. Well done.
Everybody get down, because this is disco.
Look, I am genuinely sorry that your father never hugged you, but when I said, it's the police, open up,
OK, then I suppose what we can deduce is either the victim was naked and extremely well endowed, or whoever drew this chalk outline is very immature.
On the doll, please show me where you were grabbed by the president.
Ms. Harris, I'm sorry to have to do this, but we want you to identify a body. This body... No, but seriously, there is a body and we think it's your fiancé.
14 bullet wounds to the head. Classic suicide.
Oh, wait. Maybe it's a man pretending to shit like a fox.
Welcome to Sunhill Police Station. I'm PC, every British actor's first TV gig, and this is Sergeant Too Ugly for Hollyoaks.
Ed Carrie